Hi, my name's Matt Garrett and I want to thank you for taking the time to check out this special pre-release one-time only offer for WP Cheat. WP Cheat won't be released to the general public until later this year, and when it does, it will be at a higher price than what you can grab it for today. WordPress is a great content management system for building websites, but it has some very frustrating drawbacks and pitfalls when it comes to creating great looking content, especially the way it deals with HTML code, as it will often change or even totally remove HTML that you enter into your post when it gets published. This is where WP Cheat comes in, making it real easy for you to create great looking posts with just a couple of clicks. WP Cheat is a set of over 300 handcrafted cheat elements that can be used to create eye-catching, professional looking blog posts, and over 2,500 variations on these 300 core elements. There's also over 3,500 high quality graphics to go with the cheats. Rather than try to explain how simple WP Cheats are to use, let me show you instead. First of all, I'm going to pop across to one of my WP Simulator localhost blog installations, and we can see that this is a fresh install. There's just the regular old Hello World post. Although you may notice that there are some social media icons in the sidebar. This is actually from one of the bonus cheat elements that we've included for you, but I'll cover that in a few moments. Let's go to the admin dashboard and go across to posts and see what we have. So in the dashboard, I go to all posts. We've got an existing post called new WPC cheat example post, which is a draft. All I'm going to do is click on edit in that, and you'll see once it comes up, it's an empty post. So we've got a nice blank screen ready to work with. Now let's pop across to WP Simulator, where I have a few example cheat elements for us to have a play with. Now let's scroll down. Now this is just a tiny sample of what you actually get with WP Cheat. So for instance, we've got a header here with a mini subheader and a paragraph underneath. If we scroll down, we've got a coloured text element, text box, with an image in it. We've got a download area with links and images. We've got a mini gallery section with photos and descriptions of the photos. Let's scroll on down. We've got a section of text with an image aligned to the right with the text around it. If you try doing that naturally in WordPress, it is very difficult to do and very difficult to get right. If you don't know exactly the right HTML code to use for that, it can go wrong in a number of different ways and make your blog look really quite unprofessional. Okay, you can see other elements here, a headline, a border, a separator line, some list elements, and if I scroll down, a quote, another list elements, a nicely lined up one. So if you had some videos that you wanted to describe, you run through the different numbers of the videos. Then we have a heading in multicolours, a subheading, a blocked out text heading. Then we have some highlighted text. So you can see we have just a tiny sample here, but we cover a lot of what you need to do within your blogs. Now to use any of these cheats, all we need to do is highlight the HTML code for the one that we want to use and pop it into our blog post itself. So for instance, let's grab this one here. Now you'll notice this is actually highlighted because there is a URL to an image here. We give you all these images, they are included, and we show you how to use them, where to put them, and how to change that link to an absolute link if you need to make sure it works wherever the image is. Now all I'm going to do is copy that, go back to my post, paste that in, and I'll just go down the line because then I'm going to go back and grab something else. Let's scroll up and see what else we fancy grabbing. Let's grab this paragraph with the picture formatted, and again all I need to do is highlight the HTML code, copy it, go back to my post, paste it in, and obviously if I wanted to change the text, which I really should because that's pretty much gobbledygook, I just highlight the text, type in whatever I need to make the changes. Now there are some other bits here. For instance, this has a link to more, so I could put in my URL to the actual page or post that I wanted to link to. And again, the image up the top here, I could actually put an absolute URL in there. If you don't understand what that means, don't worry, we explain it all in the videos. There is one other part there as well where there's something that you might want to replace. such as the title, we try to make it very clear. So replace this with a title for your image. And an alt image, this image is temporarily unavailable. Basically, wherever there's something you need to do where something to change, we try to make it as clear as possible for you so you know what you need to do. Now let's go back and find another element. Okay, so let's scroll back up and see what else we like here. I quite like the gallery as well, so let's grab the code for the gallery. Start at the top, scroll down to the bottom, copy it, go back to our post, paste it in, and let's go back and grab another element. Now obviously I'm not changing the text in these or the description or the image itself. You would want to do that. You'd want to put a proper heading in and a proper description, etc. obviously. But let me scroll back up. Let's also grab this here. I like this colored text box. So again, I'm just going to copy this, go back to my blog post, paste it in, and let's see about one more element. What have we got? Here we go. We've got a footer element, so let's grab that. Now, we might not want that at the bottom of a blog post, but if you do, you've got it, in it goes. Now, we've got all those elements in there. If we need to, we can check it visually, so I can go to the visual editor and it will actually show. So you can see it's already coming up. Now that image hasn't, because I haven't changed the URL to point it to where the image is. So I'm just going to pause the image while I quickly update images like this with the correct link. Okay, so I made the couple of changes I need to make and clicked on update. Now if we go to view post, open that in a new tab, and here we go. We've got our new blog post with our lovely formatted WP Cheat elements sitting in there, our graphics all nicely aligned, everything supersized and all stacked together. Now all of these different cheat elements are auto fit or auto sizing, so they won't break your theme whatever its size, or they shouldn't do. They shouldn't stretch out into the sidebar at all. Now they're also stackable, as you can see, so you can put as many of them as you want or need to into a single blog post, and they all work together. Now you see that just took me a few seconds and I've got a great looking blog post. Obviously I need to go and change my text or whatever the text is for this particular post, but the rest is done. This basically makes it a piece of cake for you to make beautiful looking, professional looking blog posts by simply copying and pasting the elements you want to use. You don't need to be a programmer or a coder or anything like that. Now the other thing is, I mentioned earlier, this set of social icons. This is another part of WP Cheats. We've got some cheats where you can put in bio, author bios, adverts, banners, social icons like this. All of that, again, they're just simple copy and paste cheats for you to put straight into text widgets in the sidebar to again make your blog posts and your blog itself look fantastic. So you've seen how easy WP Cheat is to use, and as I mentioned, there's over 300 cheat elements that you can choose from, with over 2,500 variations and 3,500 high quality graphics to go with them. So if you want to make it really quick and easy to copy and paste to make professional looking blog posts, then WP Cheat is the quickest, simplest way of doing it. So please scroll down, grab this special one-time offer right now while it is still at the discount introductory offer.